Hi, this is the second episode of Prospect Perspective with me, Noah Seng. Let's do it. Every day I just change my breakfast. Sometimes I eat some eggs. Sometimes I just eat yogurt and fruits. That just depends on my mood, how I feel. For example, today we have a game, so I try to don't eat that much like that. For lunch I can eat a little bit more to be ready for the game. That's just, yeah, it depends on the day. I got a lot of anime figures because, you know, that's something I love to watch. You know, when you had some time, just nothing to do, just watch some anime. So I get that from my city in France, Orléans. I try to always have some new one. I got pretty much everything anime, One Piece, Dragon Ball, Chainsaw Man, Death Note, you know, just a lot of them because I love pretty much everything. That's a jersey of Adama Tamna. He was here for INGT. He knows I was one of my friends. We know each other since a long time. And yeah, that was like just important for me to have this jersey in my home. You know, that's always cool to have like friends jersey and everything. And he's a good basketball player, so that's cool. Yeah, that's my special room. That's pretty much everything. When my family is coming, they sleep here. But that's also my gaming room. I play here video game with my friends. Sometimes when I just want to call my family, I sit on my chair, I just call my family. You know, just have some good times. That's like a little bit my chill room.
How often you have the chance to game for yourself?
Most of the time when I play gaming, that's after a game because most of the time we have off day. So I just play video game, you know, call my family, try some new game or play old game like Fortnite, 2K. Just have some good time. I love to drawing, do some Lego, you know, some chill activities. And most of the time I draw some tattoo. And I don't know, back in the days, I want some tattoo. So yeah, last year I just thinking about do my arm tattoo sleeves. So I just start drawing. That's like, this one is a picture of me when I was young. You know, just like the sky, and you just walk to the sky because, you know, that's a goal when you play basketball or just in life in general. Be better every day, try to always progress, be better, and yeah, I think that's a big story.
In summer 2023, you arrived at the Orange campus. Here on the main court, you first played for Orange Academy in the Pro B. How important was this step for your development?
I think the way I play with Orange campus, with the Pro B team, that was really important, you know, just for improve my skill, because, you know, I'm from another country and another type of play. We play different in France. I mean, just, yeah, for like learn how we play in Germany. Also, to improve my skill, like on a big role. Yeah, that was like really important for me.
Is there someone who has given you a lot of input during this time?
Yeah, I mean, last year, you know, we was with Jimmy, the personal trainer. And yeah, I was like all day with him training. He always give me some tips. We do some individual video after the game, before the game. We're talking about basketball, also like our basketball. Yeah, that was like a little bit like my mentor. He do everything for me. Every day I was with the BBL team, training with them. Every day was like big man, some guy who play in NBA, EuroLeague, like every level, and in the weekend go back. That's not the same, you know, same type of play. That's a little bit easier. That's like also better for me because I was like more physical, more everything for be on the court with the Pro B.
In March 2023, you were part of the under-18 selection of the Adidas Next Generation Tournament in Dubai. We see the team picture behind you. What were your expectations before you traveled there?
I mean, I'm always someone who come for the win, compete for the win. That was like third time I play in this tournament. I've already played 2 times before, and I never get a dub before. So, you know, I was there like, that was also my last time. So I was there, you know, for get this trophy back at home, here in home, because that's really important for me to live in a good note.
In the end, you reached the finals as the first German team. After the tournament, you got the MVP award you have in your hands after an efficiency of 54 in the final. What did this award mean to you?
I mean, there's a lot of things, you know, all the work I put in for this trophy. I think that was like just one of my first steps, you know, for all the trophy I want in my life. That's the beginning. I hope I got some other one in my life. But yeah, I mean, we do like a good job collectively on the team. Yeah, my teammate trusts me, Baldo, my coach trusts me, everybody trusts me, and at the end we get it done. And yeah, I got an MVP, but that's more like a teamwork.
They don't want it done like I want it, dog. Yeah, they say they want it, then they took the summer off. I've been going.
Hey, guten Morgen.
Checking numbers off. I was checking on.
Hey, guten Morgen. Guten Morgen. You can say congrats PSG.
Yeah, PSG.
Yeah, congrats PSG. JJ. You say Arsenal gonna win, right? Hell no, why you ate PSG like that? That's crazy how you ate PSG, JJ. DJ Felix, was ist hier, Alter? Guten Morgen. How's your head? Better? God damn.
How is it to stand here to the court and throw some balls into baskets?
Honestly, that's cool. That's like, you know, a little bit of pressure, but that's good pressure. Like, you know, everything is like behind you, support you. Like, we have some crazy fans, but that's like so cool to have everybody behind us every game. So we know like we have like the second team behind us. So that's like really not fine.
Could you describe a typical day at the Orange campus?
I mean, I wake up at home, I just, eat some breakfast, go to the gym, we have like video, after that we go to training, team training. I shoot a little bit after training, we go to weight room. After that I go back home, shower, hit something, do a little nap. And yeah, afternoon go back to the gym with Yasin, shoot like sometimes just 1 hour, just shooting, dribble, pretty much everything we can work on. That's changed like every day. After that, yeah, just go home, sometimes watch EuroLeague, NBA, just chill, relax, call my family, call my friends, everybody.
Two big dreams of your career came true in last October. First there was the historic exhibition game against Portland. How did you experience this event?
I think that was like amazing, you know, just be with my team right now, with whom with some guy I'm like here since 2 years. Just can compete against like an NBA team. That was just like amazing play for my first time in the NBA arena against like NBA player who watching the TV. And you know, just like at the end of the game, they say, hey, good job, keep going. You know, that's some guy you're watching since you were young. You're watching on the TV, you wake up in the night for us. And right now, they come to see you and say, good job. You know, that's something really cool.
Was there a special player who told you that thing?
Yeah, DeAndre Ayton, he come. I think, yeah, that's really the one.
And you talked a little bit with
him? I talked with him a little bit. I also talked with Ryan Rupert because I know him since INSEP. That's one of my friends. But yeah, that's always cool to deal with NBA player.
In the game itself, you were the top scorer with 20 points. Was it the most special game of your career so far?
Yeah, I think that was the most special game because, you know, that was the first time I played against NBA player. But I mean, that's just like a team thing. My team trusts me. We worked for like already 4 months together, so we are ready. And that was like just fun, you know, no pressure. That was just like pleasure, pure pleasure.
One of the 12 nominees in October 2024, you were first called up for the French men's national team. How did you hear about it and what was your first reaction?
That was a little bit funny because when we was in Portland, the coach Freddy Fortu called me and say, hey Noah, congrats for everything. You're gonna be part of the team in October. So I mean, yeah, that was just like crazy, you know. I'm in US, play against the NBA till night, and someone called me for say I do my first time with men's national team at 17. That was like just something in my mind, but that was like, I cannot describe that. That was like really amazing.
You played along with your buddy, Nolan Traore, as well. How great was that experience? He also signed for the draft.
That's just amazing, you know. That's a guy we play with together since like 13, since I'm in INSEP. We do like every national team together, under 16, 2 times under 18. Like I know how we play, I know how he's in real life. That's really an amazing guy. That's one of my best friends. You know, just can play my first time with him for men's national team. And right now I hope so we go together to a draft, you know, that's something like really cool to live. I think this place like changed me a lot, not only on basketball, but like on everything. For me, almost like a perfect place because, you know, we got like nice infrastructure, arena, we got like sweet gym, big campus with food, like weight room. But on the other side, like I can also like improve my skills individually. With practice, we have always someone in the gym if I want to practice at the night or something. So that was like one point really important for me, and the other one is like you can also play. Last year I was like a little bit less, but right now I really play. I'm like part of the team, and you know I was just like a big role before. I hope so go to the NBA was like really important for me. I think that's changed me like to a best man, best version of myself. Like on the court, I think I improved all my skills. I learned how to play like against men. I learned a lot of details next to like crazy people. Crazy man, crazy coach. Everybody here like want the best for you. And I think that's like something would change me forever. So yeah, that was a crazy thing to live in my life. And yeah, I'm like so thankful for that.